Big Rooster.
Welcome, everybody, to the program, Late Night Baltimore. And it is Late Night Baltimore, and we are going to make some choices on the playoffs. This is the best day in the NFL for playoffs. This is the divisional playoff games, and that's going to be something cool. So here we go. Okay, we're back, and we are in studio. And let us fix up do a little what we call housekeeping work here. We got the number there, and we want the number coming across down at the bottom. And we are going to go over the playoff games, and we are going to go to see who win and who lose. And there's the phone number to call. Call if you like. Everybody gets on. Okay, let us start. Fez is here. Say hello, Fez.
Hello.
There's Fez. Now, he knows more football than most people forgotten in their little hand. Okay, now we will go quickly to the games. The games are, let's start with the AFC on January 17th at 4:30 p.m. The Broncos are the number one seed, are hosting the Bills. And what are your thoughts on that game, Fez?
My thoughts are that I picked the Broncos. One, the elevation still favors Denver, gives Denver a advantage at home.
Yes, Denver had an excellent home record. I think they lost only one home game.
And they have a quarterback now, and they've come back from, and they've shown they can come back from huge deficits.
And also,
and Buffalo's defense really isn't great. Right?
Buffalo doesn't have a very good defense.
And Denver has shown that they can score a lot of points later. They're built to be a comeback team. So even if they get down, that shows with team like other teams. There's a lot of teams not built to come back. But and it's being played in Denver, and and I don't know how Josh Allen is helping.
Yeah, that's the thing. Josh Allen really got beat up. Although he's playing at a high level, and I'm usually a Josh Allen detractor, not really from his talent, but something about him gets on my nerves. But that's all right. It has nothing to do with him. He's playing at a high level, although he got the crap beat out of him against Jacksonville while he blew them out.
You have to.
He's done everything for that team.
They have a lot of. They have an excellent offensive line. They have
Buffalo?
The great running back. They're the number one rusher in the league, the most underrated player. James Cook, led the league in rushing, had over 1,600 yards. Probably no one knows that.
Probably not many people know more than Josh Allen.
But Josh Allen.
Let's not detract from Josh Allen. He deserves all the credit.
All depends what his health is. I'd say that it's going to be a very, very come down to the wire, very close game.
Yeah, what might decide it is the bigger picture of our choice in the other AFC game, which we'll get to. But we don't think that two road teams are going to win in the playoffs in the AFC. So we have a feeling about the other game.
Denver, Denver is coming in healthy, and though you got to question about decisions they made this year.
The coaching,
but
McDermott's not the best, but neither is Sean. What's his name?
Sean Payton,
Sean Payton makes some weird decisions. Both of these teams are not the Denver because they haven't been in the playoffs much lately, but Sean McDermott and Sean Payton are both known for collapsing in the playoffs.
but
So
the
that-
one thing is that for Buffalo, their key is they got to get off to a fast start. They can't play poorly than wait for the other team to play poorly. Like
I mean, the Bills humiliated Jacksonville last week when they allowed Josh Allen
yeah,
to power over their whole defense.
that's
like one of the-
of Bo Jackson running over Bosworth,
Yeah,
Brian Bosworth.
that was very horrible
I mean,
for
that's
Jacksonville.
that thing makes you forget that you had 7 guys, and you carried your team like 7 yards.
And some
7
Some
yards.
people tried to say it was tush push. They want to know a tush push is from
No.
1 or 2 yards, not
He
7.
was pushing.
Yeah, he was
Pushing the pile.
pushing the whole pile. He deserves credit, but I think the Denver's record at
Josh
home.
Allen is one of the toughest quarterbacks the league has seen, but he's not. But they shouldn't be able to do that against the other team, total team.
Also, it's on the road, and also Denver's had a week to rest, and I think Denver's the type of team that benefit from that kind of rest.
Yeah, and they don't have to travel.
So Denver is 14-3. They got to have something going for them.
Yeah, Denver at home. I think they only lost. So it must have been 7-1 or 8-1 at home.
Yeah, I think they were 8-1 at home.
So Denver has anything gets you advantage
Denver
with that.
as the biggest.
He's playing that, and you got your players healthy.
Yeah, Bo
Right.
Nix.
Oh, Nick.
That's the quarterback for
Yeah.
Denver. Denver.
Remember, they came back from the they were it was against the Giants, I think, where they scored 22 points in the 4th quarter.
So even though so Denver are home favorites. They were 14-3. They have that home field advantage.
Yeah, I'm not saying
They have
both
the-
teams aren't.
They have the thin air. The Bills are beaten up
The Bills are
and on the road.
which Bills team shows up?
So at
The Bills team
4:30,
that beat Jacksonville, or the Bills team that lost to Miami in the 30-13.
and Buffalo actually had a lot of inconsistency in the second part of the season that people don't remember. They began the season as easily the best team, and they
In
beat
that middle stretch where they lost to Miami, they lost to Atlanta by 10.
Yeah.
So
So going with Denver to advance.
Buffalo's just too much of a question mark. Which Buffalo team?
Yeah, and the home field advantage.
And Denver just seems like a fresh,
They've had a week off.
new team that had a week off and has been able to get completely healthy. Buffalo had a tough game.
Also, Buffalo's under immense pressure, and they don't usually respond when the pressure comes this high.
Yeah, because
McDermott has got to be on eggshells. He knows that he's walking on nails because if he loses
Like
this
Buffalo.
game, he's out.
Buffalo
Probably.
won in the first round a lot, but then they come up like the one year they beat Dolphins 34-31, and they didn't think that was a big problem. But then the next week they lost 27-10 to the Bengals. and you got to question some of their play calling or offense when you're trying to run screens, and you got Josh Allen, your quarterback, on 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8.
And also, Denver has had another week to plan for Josh Allen's running around crazy stuff. So yes, we're
Denver has
taking.
one of the best defense. Denver has better defense than Jacksonville.
We're saying that okay. So the over/under we don't usually do, but the spread is Denver 1.5. That means it's even or Buffalo's really favored because you always give.
Yeah, because you 3 points usually for home. So I say Denver wins by 3.
Yeah, I say 26-23 final.
That's good.
And what about the kicker? Denver has a good kicker, right?
Yes.
As
And he's usually kicking that out.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, that
Thinner
that thin air. It's really the home field and the freshness that is
and
giving
the rest.
the rest that is giving
That's such an advantage. You get that rest
the Broncos. And
because playoff games are so tough.
and to be fair, the Broncos 14-3. I don't know much about them, but 14-3 is pretty damn good. All right. So we go to the next game that's going to be played, I believe, that at 8 o'clock on the 17th. The Seahawks are at the 49ers. Are at the 49ers? Yeah. No.
No, Seahawks are the number 1 seed.
Yeah, the 49ers
49ers have to be at Seattle.
Yeah, this is all weird. Yeah, it's at Seattle.
I'm saying Seattle because of the rest. I think
Yeah, Seattle also was
I
14
think
and
Sam
3.
Darnold's gotten better, tougher, and after what happened last year, I think he's learned.
Now Sam Darnold, there's questions about he might be hurt. But San Francisco has a lot. There are injuries. I think Kittle was hurt in the end of the last game for the 49ers.
Kittle is not coming back, I don't think.
So
He had an ACL.
I think the 49ers.
Without Kittle, I give it to Seattle.
I give it to Seattle. Seattle's at home. That's hard to travel there, even for the 49ers.
Yeah.
The Seahawks are favored by 7. I don't think they will cover that spread.
So then, as far as Vegas goes, the
That's a lot of
49ers
points.
are gonna win, but the actual score will be, I'd say the 31-27.
31-27 sounds good. I'm going to go with 30-20, 31-21. The Seahawks
So you
have
say
an
the Seahawks
outstanding
are gonna cover?
defense. I think they'll. All right, you're right. Yeah, okay, so 30-24.
Okay, that's
I'll pick the Seahawks. Will advance at the 8 o'clock game on Saturday.
Seahawks have an excellent. The 49ers defense, for all their injuries, have done really well.
But they're really hitting injuries.
Salah has done a great job with defense, but Kittle being out, Kittle's the wild card of top tight ends.
And McCaffrey is hurt, I think, but not in doubt.
But Kittle is the
But it's another exotic location. It's
top tight end that rivals all.
It's at Seattle. It's another
It's in Seattle.
exotic location for teams to go to where
No matter where you're coming from, it's a long distance.
yeah, even 49ers, it's like you're in the middle of
49ers, you're traveling.
you're in Alaska. So
Yeah.
Seattle has an outstanding defense, and
I'm saying the Kittle factor would be a big.
they really
Kittle.
they also have the week off, and they are going to beat the 49ers.
I'd say there's no way if Kittle is playing that it'd be a 7-point margin, but without Kittle, one of the best tight ends in the league.
Yeah, that's a good choice. So we have our choices so far are Denver beating Buffalo in a close game and Seattle beating the 49ers, mostly because the 49ers have injuries, and we're getting Denver a lot because of the home field and the rest.
Also, Seattle has an excellent line, and they're missing some of the best defensive players in the league. Bose is out. Yes. Fred Warner's out.
Okay, we're going to go skip the hot game, but we're going to go to the Rams are at the Bears. Now, the Rams are favored by 4.5, even though they're road team.
I think the Rams will win, but by 3 points.
Yeah, I feel the Rams.
Because the Rams are
The Rams have the experienced quarterback, who's outstanding quarterback, playing at his best.
They have another. The Rams had to completely rebuild their defense from, and they have one of the upcoming defensive star coaches in Chris Shula.
That's right.
And he's done a great job considering they had to rebuild the defense from the time they won the Super Bowl before when they had, this top player.
The Rams are playing with a different focus this year. Matthew Stafford is very high to be MVP of the year, close.
Yeah, behind Drake May.
The coaches really learned a lot. He makes a lot better decisions. They're so experienced in the playoffs. The Bears keep doing it. They keep surprising people.
Yeah, but they have a young quarterback who is quite, doesn't have playoff experience. He has one game.
I'm not really sold on him. He really is inconsistent.
And, he can
be
really
awful.
Be awful, or it could be.
But they've surprised everybody before. But I don't think.
But it's going to be. I still think it's going to be like 3 or 4 points.
Yeah, I think the Rams are too focused. Stafford's playing too well.
Because it comes down
the
to
experience is too good, much, and the coaching.
It comes down
and
to
superior
I think it's
coach.
Be a game like like they played their first game against Carolina.
Yeah, so I would say Rams.
The Rams.
The Rams are favored
30,
by 4.5.
26.
The over/under is 48.5. You say what is it?
30-26.
Okay, 30-26. That sounds right.
So
Close game.
Over.
But the Rams to win.
Yeah.
Because of
experience,
superior quarterback.
Is going to be crucial.
But nothing against the Bears because
Bears.
they've been shocking people all year.
Yeah, and in running for a coach of the year, Ben Rock has done a fantastic job. It's a great hire.
And now, so we go with the Rams. So with the NFC Championship will be Seattle or the Rams at Seattle.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds good. And now let us go to the hot game of the day of Sunday. It'll be the Patriots at the Texans. And although
this one,
I love the Patriots,
I think the Houston defense is just Houston's defense is best in the league.
Yeah, Houston is playing with a great defense.
With they don't even have to blitz. With 4 players, they're 2 outside have 27 sacks.
Yeah, they have incredible defense.
And I know when watching them is that they are the best tacklers in the league.
Yeah, they tackle.
Don't get yards after catch.
They're tough. And here's the funny thing about them. They don't have any great scheme. They kind of just go out there.
Yeah, Like they don't do like
They don't do
laser
weird stunts. It's kind of
They
like
just rush 4 guys.
rush 4
And
guys.
because they're so good,
The linebackers play in the middle, and the defensive backs.
and even defensive backs are the way they tackle is you're not getting yards after the catch, so it's going to
Yeah,
be
they have
hard to score against them.
the Patriots, although they have been the best team in the year, and Drake May is probably the MVP. They were a little slow last week, so maybe the playoff. Maybe they're either coming to some kind of not exhaustion, but showing some chinks in the armor, as it were.
CJ Stroud has been
CJ
Stroud,
Stroud for Houston.
is still I'm not 100% sold on CJ Stroud because we got that defense and but CJ Stroud can play great or he can I've seen him play really some bad games,
But Drake may have
think,
trouble with this defense.
I think he another thing that Houston does get they get
Turnovers. And the other thing is, unlike a lot of teams who benefit from the rest, they're one of those teams that benefited from playing because now they're really rolling. They're got the momentum.
They're very. It might be if you take that defense, toughest team.
The toughest team
because defense wins championships,
and
they got the best defense.
And the other thing is that they played Pittsburgh, and although they were not good on offense, they kept giving Pittsburgh chances. They did not panic, and they ended up blowing Pittsburgh out of the stadium.
Defense was dominating.
The defense dominated.
Steelers scored 6, and those were all turnovers.
Yeah, it was 7-6 at halftime.
7-6 going into the late in the third, and then
and they didn't panic.
The defense of Houston scored more points than the offense of the Steelers.
Yes, also, they didn't panic. They kept consistent.
And the guy ran back for a 51-yard interception return. If you go back and watch that play, Rodgers tries to make an attempt. I think it's Rodgers or whoever.
Yeah, I know it was Rodgers
making He just pushes the guy. The defender just pushes him out.
Yeah, that was the
side.
That was the second most humiliating play by a team.
Yeah. That being like you're a fly, like you're just pushed out of the way.
And sometimes these road teams in playoffs, especially a team who has played a game, coming into a team that hasn't, sometimes they're really ready for the game.
Houston's a team, like you said, that thrives. That it was they get better because they played that first game.
So even though
they didn't need a break,
Vrabel is a great coach.
Vrabel's a great coach,
and Drake May is the MVP of the year.
They're gonna win. They're gonna win championships.
Yeah, they're going to be a good team. They should be a good team for a while. Who is the coach of Houston?
DeMarco Ryan, who should have been coach of the year last year.
Yeah, and also Stroud is not. Stroud is good. Can be really, really good.
And Stroud, healthy, is an excellent quarterback. But any mistakes made by their offense are hidden by how good their defense is. That they don't allow. And Stroud's tough. They have a persona.
Yeah, and also you almost never see a defense that is playing hot going in the playoffs all of a sudden collapse. That never happens.
Here's another thing: the Houston at one time was were 3-5. They finished, and now they're 13-5.
Yeah, I'm going, so it's going to be, so we say Houston versus, we are saying Houston versus,
And
Houston
what's
versus
the over-under
Denver.
on that game?
The over-under on the game is 40.5.
I'm saying it's going to be a low scoring game. 24-19.
That's a good score. I'm saying 20-17.
2017 is better. I said that, something like that.
So Seattle versus the Rams in the NFC and Houston versus
Broncos.
Broncos in the AFC. Sounds good, but we don't know everything. But we think we do.
But
We probably do.
It's a good analysis, I believe.
So then let's go to what everybody loves to talk about, but no one can give an answer, is the coaching carousel. Okay, we know John Harbaugh. That's great for John. He's going to do great in
Great,
Denver.
got that kind of contract.
And you got Moncton, who was the offensive coordinator
and
of
the big news
of
is
the Ravens.
the rumor of that he and Adam Schefter is talking about is that the Dolphins will trade for Matt LaFleur, first round pick, to get Matt LaFleur from the Packers.
Yeah.
That's their plan. I believe. They're willing to give up the first round.
That would be smart because you need your organization headed by a coach with
that kind of
head coaching.
and you have to have that kind of relationship with the GM. Very close. That's one of the reasons why they hired Sullivan. He likes to go by Sully. Is Matt LaFleur gave him a ringing endorsement, and then you can build the team the Green Bay way through the draft instead of doing all these flashy free agent signings. Get yourself in cap trouble.
Yeah. Plus, you need a cultural change.
I say Matt LaFleur. I say Matt LaFleur is a good chance because not only they're willing to pay him more than he's getting, and they're willing to give him first round easily.
So
they were going to give up a first round for Tomlin.
The major predictions, yeah, Tomlin is definitely out for the year.
But Tomlin's out, so your best choice right now would be Matt LaFleur. Would be the best coach for Miami.
Other predictions are Kubiak to the Falcons.
Kubiak will.
I heard McDaniel at Atlanta. Somebody's predicting Stefanski for the Ravens, which would be what we thought at the beginning would be great.
It would be great because he knows that division so well, and his last game he beat the Steelers, and the Ravens we had to lose them twice. So
yeah, he's a good head coach.
Twice coach of the year would be a good choice for the Ravens, since they already have the quarterback set in place, and he had a quarterback disaster at Cleveland.
Yes, he when that started, that's when it all fell apart.
But he won it when Baker Mayfield was
yeah, Stefanski's the guy
early
for the Ravens. I'd say. I hope that happens.
Yeah.
I'd be very happy if that happened.
Stefanski to Raiders. Please, no Brian Flores to the Ravens or any other team. I'm not hiring Brian Flores. Not after the debacle with Miami.
Someone threw out the idea. This sounds like a good idea. Cleveland. Okay, Cleveland had one of the best defenses. And oh my lord, from St. Joe, our own St. Joe, their defensive coordinator, just make him the head coach, Jim Schwartz. Yeah, my lord. It would Aaron Irvington, Hans.
Yeah,
that wouldn't be horrible.
They got Myles Garrett. You got Myles Garrett, 23 sacks.
Yeah, they don't want to lose Jim Schwartz, right?
Defensive player of the year. Twice.
So they probably keep him as make them their head coach. That sounds like possible.
That wouldn't be a horrible choice because their defense, the defense was.
They had one of the best defenses. They didn't want to let that guy go. Nobody's going to fix that offense. So
Their offense is what I say is where that's Daniel should go to the Browns as their offensive coordinator.
people are thinking of McDaniel
Jim Schwartz
to
is the
Atlanta.
coach, and Mike McDaniel has the offensive coordinator.
Now, here's a prediction that makes 100% sense because it's predicting a guy who's sort of insane and is loves histrionics and loves causing drama to a team that is completely chaotic. Has
What,
been
the
for the last.
Raiders?
Yeah, head coach Brian Flores to the Raiders. That
Oh,
sounds
yeah.
so perfect
That seems to fit.
that that's
They're not
probably going to
go
happen.
anywhere. Yeah. Hey, yeah, that seems where the fit is. But the thing about it, the Raiders, if the ownership, if the organization get out of the way, hire the right, they have they're supposedly have over $100 million or something in cap space, and they get the first pick.
So that sounds perfect for the Raiders.
So
Drama and drama,
The
soap opera.
the Raiders are not going to be a team that's going to turn around, even though they get the first pick and they have all that money, because they're going to blow it somehow.
Now, the big predictor people are predicting on the internet is somebody named Jeff Hafley to Miami.
No,
But now there's been a new news about Miami trying to get LaFleur, which would be brilliant for Miami. That would be something. Miami needs something like that. They need a head coach who has experience.
and Matt LaFleur would be a fantastic. They were already had a great draft.
Yeah.
Welcome season, because Miami does not have to do a total rebuild.
That would be a major,
So
great moment for Miami Dolphins.
Tua has to stay, or he has to himself, if he wants to leave, take a huge cut in the contract.
I really think that it's fundamental for the Dolphins that they hire someone who has been a head coach.
Yeah. If not LaFleur, because I'm saying LaFleur, so I'm not going to mention, but I would say Robert Saleh,
It's solid.
because he's had that head coaching experience. And he
Okay.
can't be blamed for being on the Jets. That
Here-
terrible organization.
I ran across another smart prediction. Jesse Minter to Pittsburgh.
Jesse Minter to Pittsburgh, or yeah, that would be a good choice. He's has a lot of experience. He's a very good defensive coordinator, big name. Rebuilt that defense. I mean, they had injuries, so, but Pittsburgh needs to get re-energized.
And it sounds like the Titans are almost definitely going to hire Matt Nagy.
Okay.
So those are the predictions, but we don't know what's happening. The only thing that's happened, the only thing I really make, the
The
two
only
that
thing
make
I know
sense.
for certain is that the Dolphins will be willing to give up a first round pick to get LaFleur. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
They're going to do it for the owner wanted to do it for Tomlin, but Tomlin looks like 100% he's not going to coach.
No, he's not coming. And Brian Flores to the Raiders sounds too perfect.
Yeah.
Jim Schwartz to the Browns sounds also perfect. Stefanski for the Ravens would be incredible.
Yeah, especially winning that division when he knows his team so well.
But I don't see Saleh. Nobody's predicting Saleh to go anywhere. That's weird.
Saleh's too good, I think, to be nowhere. He's going to go somewhere.
Maybe Atlanta. Well, where was he?
Atlanta.
Where was he coming from?
He's come from 49ers. He's a defensive coordinator.
All right, so let's see if there's any NFL news. Let's
Ball's
see.
too good to be on the sideline. He's going to be somewhere.
So Patriots cornerback Gonzalez might be out against Texans. So that's
I
another
think
thing.
Salah to like some team like Atlanta.
All right, so that's our predictions, and that's what we say on the coaching carousel, which might come more into the picture after this weekend's games. So we have Seattle and who's the other team? Seattle and the Rams in the NFC, and Houston versus Denver in the AFC. But we'll see how it goes. All right, Fez, you want to add anything in any? It could be in anything.
Yes, I wanted to add that from a very good source that I trust, that how ridiculous the Trump regime is that these ICE agents get 47 hours of training before they're given uh, these deadly weapons and body armor.
Yeah.
They're and this is from the same source, and is that they're better armed and fitted with armor than the soldiers were in Iraq and Afghanistan, and they have 47 and it's 47 hours of training in honor of our great leader,
And
Presidente.
speaking of that, also the idea that the person who murdered that poor woman in Minneapolis gets total immunity. Is supposed to be given total immunity.
Yeah, because they
Nobody's
have to
given
make
total
second
immunity.
decisions. So the police officers, if you're and you do that, no one wants to be around you. Your split second decision is you assess threat. You have no assessment threat because you have no training.
Yeah, and the police officers who go down in
Police
Baltimore
officers
even
would,
have limited immunity. Why do they get total immunity?
a police officer wouldn't have shot at someone who is moving away and has no weapon.
A woman, a 36-year-old woman,
37-year-old mother.
37, and then I heard total immunity means that they could just go into their house and kill. He can kill his family.
Yeah. So there goes the Fourth Amendment, illegal search and seizure. And another thing is there was the FBI went to a reporter's home and took hard drives and anything that you already have a right-wing press, but to take what you have, the good journalists still left are threatened. Without freedom of press, you have not only you have no bureaucracy, your public will fall.
Yeah, because there's no checks and balances in the government.
Because you're supposed to be the overseers, the keep in line, but
So if you listen to MAGA,
advocate of the people.
you'll notice that MAGA now that Trump and MAGA are doing things that are so egregious that now they just refer to the things that the government is doing.
And Trump,
without saying Trump's name.
And Trump wants to now he wants Iceland. He's insane.
He definitely is insane.
He's a degenerate pedophile. And these are facts. These aren't conjecture.
Yeah, this isn't something made up.
He's a pedophile.
It's Jeffrey Epstein's
Everyone knows
best
he's a
friend
pedophile.
and
And if
enabler
you're
for
okay with
decades.
that, you're as bad as a pedophile.
I mean,
Worse.
he gave Jazane, whatever and your first name is, Maxwell, a sweetheart place to land so that she wouldn't divulge facts about him. I mean,
Yeah.
okay, that's
And
okay with you.
destroyed 73% of the files that were lost and the FBI were all from, and Cash Patel lies about it in a hearing, saying that it was accidental. Yet a congressman went through, pointed out from forensic evidence that he signed off on destroying files.
And
That would be prison time. Should be life in prison.
we know all you MAGA cult people won't care, but you might start caring when you start getting your premiums.
Yeah, when your premium
Bills come in.
Mississippi might easily become blue when you go from $41 average with the subsidy ACA to $610 a month,
And your SNAP programs are ending in a lot of states
and your SNAP.
because
Yeah,
the federal government won't help the states pay for
and
it.
I know from how many people rely on families rely on SNAP.
And SNAP helps
And SNAP
farmers and the economy in
helps
general.
the economy, pays for it more than pays for itself. It's like $1.40 to $1.60 or something that it brings back for every dollar, because because grocery stores, it keeps the economy going. People people can eat.
Yeah, how are you supposed to do anything?
And
How are you supposed
pay
to
for
get a
groceries.
job if you can't eat?
Yeah, if you're not even strong, you can't even get any nourishment. Especially taking things away from children, you're a beat monster. You're a
Yeah,
horrible
they are
monsters.
monsters.
Worse than, you're the worst nightmare.
Yep.
And immigrants, no matter what anyone said, are a gift to this country. We're all immigrants, like you said.
Not only that,
We're
we
all
need
immigrants, and we need to come together, be a democracy, not so if you're for a oligarchy, then you don't believe in democracy to begin with. You're an enemy of democracy. You want a dictatorship of the. You want a Russia. Go to live in Russia then.
Yeah. And in
Go live in Russia and see if you like it there.
attacking Venezuela, that's okay with you? Abducting their president?
And then press saying that with explosions I saw, there's no way that only 2 people, civilians, were killed.
All right, so with that, we will have to wrap up this episode. Let's see what happens on Saturday and Sunday. Maybe we'll come on. Of course, going after football, we'll be doing a lot more political stuff and news stuff and what's going on here in local Baltimore. But we are a football show, and let's hope that we can report Stefanski to the Ravens and LaFleur to Miami and
Solace
somewhere. And my Lord, Baltimore's Jim Schwartz. Yeah, that's why I always did bad in phys ed. I always forgot my Jim Schwartz.
Jim Schwartz, Cleveland coach.
Yeah, that sounds good. Perfect.
Because he did a good job of the defense, considering how bad the offense was.
And nobody can fix that offense. All right, everybody. We will say Fez was here, gave his football, and we will say good night or good evening, and we will say goodbye. And like, subscribe, support, and tell all your friends, and F MAGA.
We love all comments, and you can call in anytime. Can you give them that number?
Yeah, the number 410-921-9076. We'll have calls every episode.
Anyone welcome to call in, any point of view.
And make and we don't care about the comment. We have never gotten rid of a comment.
Yeah, you have negative comments,
You can say whatever you want,
say whatever you want.
as long as it's
As long as you
passes
keep it,
the YouTube
as long as you pass YouTube standards.
standards. We don't care. We're not going to get rid of you. We'll respond to everyone. All right, everybody. With that, we'll say good day and hope you enjoyed the episode.
Big Rooster.